Alright, welcome back to the Adventure Server video tour. Last episode we showed you Administrator Island, and where we left off is here at the mainlands. So now we're going to go to the Lucky Tree province first, because that's got the most stuff in it. And for future reference, the videos probably aren't going to be as long as the last one. I tended to ramble in the last video. It's also uploading as I record this, so if my performance is a little different on the server, it may be lagging a bit, but the rest of the stuff I'm going to show you is not near as complete as what has been done already, so it won't take near as long. So to go to Griffinwell, you can go to any Dockmaster, or not Griffinwell, I'm sorry, Lucky Tree Province. So to go to Lucky Tree Province, you can go to any Dockmaster or any ship except that one. We'll get to that location in a little bit. In a future video, but you can go over here, and since we're here, we're going to talk to Captain Red, and he just fell down. Probably broke his ankles. Stop running away. Okay. So, we're going to go to Lucky Tree Province, and this is a neat little location. We're trying to build it, and as you can see, it says Lucky Tree under construction, but the inspiration for it is that, very respectful of nature and the environment and what Notch has created for them. So, there's going to be a pretty heavy Notchian presence in this city or this town or village or whatever you want to call it. But it's just a nice little house here and there. Some of it's going to get remodeled. The castle, we'll get to the castle in a minute. I love the castle. There's an empty house there, another empty house over there, kind of like a high-class living area over there. The guards are everywhere. Nate's done a really good job with some of these designs. This is his blacksmithing vendor. I don't know if there's anybody in here yet or not. No, we haven't put an actual vendor in yet, but all this stuff here works. There's a shop right down here, Aldney's Goods, and he doesn't have anything yet. We haven't worked much on the NPCs. We've got a lot of projects working right now, because when we finished with Admin Isle, or kind of got the basis of Admin Isle going, we just took that and ran off with it and said, okay, let's do this and this and this and this and this and this, and it went quick. So the thing we've been working most on is the castle. The castle's been remodeled now like 5 times. The outside stays typically pretty similar and pretty accurate, but the interior and the inside of the castle is what changes every time. And I keep forgetting we gotta fix that. Let me fix that real quick. That's really bothering me. There. So you go up here, and here is why they've got this. Is called Lucky Tree Province. This tree is, the story behind it is it just magically appeared, or it was here, and it's got this crazy time-telling device built inside of it or something, like yada yada yada. We're working on coming up with a good story for it, but they built this city around the tree to protect the tree and all that stuff. So this is the courtyard in the castle, and there's birds and fountains, and I was the one who designed the courtyard area, so I put the chessboard here and all these chairs and tables and these bushes and flowers. I kind of thought, what could make it look nice and pretty and elegant and relaxing. I haven't filled in all of the corners yet, just that one. But then you've got your water surrounding the tree that is being protected by the people that live here. And then if you were to go this direction, we haven't worked much on it yet, but this is going to be where like the actual building section of the castle is, and the rooms and everybody interacts and all that stuff is going to be here. Like I said, we haven't quite gotten that far yet, so that's why I said these videos are going to be much shorter, because there's not as much to show off. Down this way is where most of the citizens will live. You've got a nice big house here, another big house right there, smaller house, and then a small shack. And then another small house here, and an admin's home right here. This house is owned by, Gandhi or Gucci Flip Flops, whichever one he's going by on that day. But this is his house. This is what he's been working on. He also has another house over in the frontier, which we're about to go visit. But yeah, overall, this is going to be a really, really neat location. I'm really happy and excited to see how this goes. Just because I love the courtyard on the inside of this, and Nate, who's in charge of most of the building, really liked it, and he's trying to find a way to kind of keep the simplicity and the elegance going as he creates the building portion of the actual castle. The towers, you can go inside of them. There's nothing really in them though, as you can see. It's just kind of an empty column at the moment. But it will be filled with something at some point. And so you get some nice nice paths and stuff like that you can walk, and the scenery is just, all in all, it's a really pretty place to be. So you can normally go back to a Dockmaster and right click him and click Snowy Frontier to travel, but we're not going to do that because this is the Snowy Frontier right over here, and if you go just across this cove, there's the dock that you will land on. And yeah, so you walk across this path and it starts to get covered up by snow. That's the other house that Gandhi's working on. He's trying to make a Viking-inspired home. Actually, doesn't look half bad either. I don't think I've actually seen it when it was this complete. But not much out here. This is going to be where you're going to be able to buy some plots of land and build. This is one of those houses that Nate just kind of built on a whim, built it out here in the frontier, and it stayed. But there's another admin's house that would be Roly Boy, and I don't know what these beacons are, probably trying to signal that this is his house. Probably won't be around much longer because that's obnoxious, but I didn't even notice this ravine before. I'm just now figuring this out. But yeah, you know, really nice. These are obviously not vanilla trees. They're modded trees that came out of a mod. But the beauty to the Lucky Tree Province and the Snowy Frontier is they're right next to each other, and they both got a lot to offer. And the Lucky Tree Province is one of my favorite locations on the map, for several reasons. But I'm really excited to see how that castle comes, because it's one of Nate's biggest, most ambitious projects yet. It's not the biggest, but it is one of the biggest. And obviously, when we get to the point where we can make them a little quicker, there's going to be, the goal is at each bay, you're going to have the ship that you traveled on out in the bay. So the scavenger will be out here in this cove somewhere, as if you just sailed here. So yeah, I know it seems much shorter than the last video. I'm trying to think as I'm getting ready to wrap it up if there's anything else I want to kind of touch base on before I wrap up. But yeah, overall, most of the videos are going to start to get much shorter until we get into some of the realm. We're going to talk about realms and factions and some of the special places. Those videos are either going to be really long or really short. But yeah, so that is Lucky Tree Province is where we're at right now. And then just across the way is the Snowy Frontier. And I think that's going to actually wrap up this video. So again, I appreciate you watching. I hope you find the server interesting. We've spent a lot of time on it. It's a pretty fun thing for us to try and figure out and mess with. So I do appreciate the time that you put into watching the video, because we put a lot of time into making everything that you're seeing in the video. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you all in the next video tour.